Well, hello, boys and girls. It's great to spend some time with you again this week as we come into the third week of Advent. And so here we are gathered around the stable again. And we're adding pieces of this stable bit by bit, week by week, because we are doing this gradually. We want to enter into this whole exercise of waiting. Boys and girls, this season of Advent is all about waiting, and we're asking our whole parish that question: what are you waiting for? And so this week we added a couple of new items. Cole, do you see what new items we got there?
We've got the cow from last week.
Right.
The sheep, that's from last week too. But I see a shepherd and an angel that weren't there last week, so they must be new.
Right, exactly. And boys and girls, you might notice that there's a bit more color this week too. We've got Father JiHwan wearing something around his neck, and then we've got our seminarian Cole with a whole kind of blanket-like thing wrapped around him. And then we've got this tablecloth thing on the base of our table. And why all this pink, Father JiHwan? What's the big deal with all this pink color we're trying to bring in today?
Because third Sunday of Advent, we celebrate Gaudete Sunday, which means Rejoice Sunday. Why rejoice?
Good question.
Good question.
Well, there's only 4 weeks in Advent, and this is the third Sunday of Advent. So that means we're past halfway. We're getting close to the end of Advent. And when we get close to this beautiful celebration of Christmas, it makes us very excited, boys and girls. It brings us great joy. And so the church uses this color pink to represent the feeling and the excitement and the joy that comes with the nearness of Christmas.
Well, Father Dominic, I don't want you to feel left out, because you're the only one of us without any pink on. So why don't I'll just bring something over to you.
All right.
That I brought over from the parish.
Oh.
And this is just a preview for the boys and girls at home of what Father Dominic will be wearing on the third Sunday of Advent.
Lovely.
So, Father Dominic, here you are.
Thank you so much. Boys and girls, this is what you call a chasuble. This is what the priests wear at Mass. And so, just so I don't feel left out, I've got some pink on too. There we go. We're some crazy pink dudes here.
That's for sure. That's for darn
We only
sure.
wear pink twice a year.
So when we wear it, we gotta really wear it.
That's right. Crazy.
What are we gathered here to talk about this week? I mean, Deacon Mike's homily is about questions.
That's right. Yeah.
It's questioning.
Questioning. And the gospel today at Mass is some Pharisees who ask questions about Jesus.
That's right. They come to John the Baptist. And John the Baptist is preaching this message of preparation. He's telling everyone to prepare their hearts, prepare their lives for the coming of this special Messiah. And his preaching is so powerful that they actually get confused and they actually think he is the Messiah. And so with that confusion, they start to ask these different questions, such as, are you the Messiah? And John the Baptist says, well, no, I'm not. And they say, well, are you a prophet? And he says, well, I don't think I am either. You know, and so he goes on to explain that not being the Messiah means that the Messiah is still to come, this person who is to save them. And so just like in the gospel, boys and girls, where people are asking questions, we also might have questions in our own lives, you know, about our faith, about God, because in many ways God is a mystery. You know, we don't see him very clearly, like the same way you might see this stable or us. And it might cause us to ask many questions about God. I don't know if Father JiHwan or Cole have ever had questions about God or you know, questions in life. Father JiHwan was making an earlier point, actually. You want to share that point about what happens, or why do we ask questions in the first place? What is it about that makes us ask questions of people?
So question is really lead us to deeper relationship. For instance, when I met Cole first time, he come across quite nice guy. So I want to get close with Cole. So I asked many questions. So Cole, where from? Hey, what do you like? What is your hobby? And
dressing up like this.
Yeah, why are you dressing like this? And then certain conversation about get to know about Cole, we get close at the seminary, right? So actually questioning is not bad thing. Questioning is really good. So when I was young, actually, when I was preparing First Communion, I had a question about Jesus Christ, and it led us to get close with Jesus Christ, the relationship with Jesus Christ. So questioning make us deeper relationship with someone.
Huh. Wow, yeah, and that's kind of like the gospel too, because I think Father Dominic, you were saying earlier, the Jewish people were waiting for this Messiah. They had been waiting for so long, and they were so desirous of meeting him, of encountering him, that when they met John the Baptist, like Father JiHwan was saying, they wanted to start asking him questions. So, you know, you seem like a really interesting guy. Are you the one? Are you the one that we're waiting for? And John answers their questions by pointing them to somebody else. When I was growing up, I had a lot of questions about faith and about life, and there were also a lot of people who told me, don't ask questions, just follow the track that you're on, whatever that track happens to be. But I really found that asking questions sets a journey in motion, which always leads to the answer, even if it's not the answer you were expecting.
So, boys and girls, don't be afraid to ask questions. You might even want to, well, go to your parents and ask these questions about faith, about Jesus, you know, about God. Questions are good. Questions are very, very good. And they can lead us into a deeper relationship, as Father JiHwan was saying and Cole were saying, a deeper relationship with Jesus. And this is really what counts. This is why we're doing all this. This is why we're taking time to add little pieces to the Manger each week. This is why we're taking time to make this video, because we're so excited about our faith that we want everyone else to share that same faith, because we believe that faith can make us fuller, happier people, particularly when that faith leads us into a deeper relationship with Jesus Christ. And so, boys and girls, as we continue to wait during the season of Advent, and as a parish we continue to ask ourselves that question, what are we waiting for? Don't be afraid to ask those questions. Don't be afraid to ask more questions. They're good questions, because these questions will lead you to a deeper relationship with the Messiah, with the one whom we're waiting for, Jesus Christ.
Amen. Well,
All right.
time to sign off.
All right.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.